It doesn't look as if Torquay's wealthiest private landlady, Cordelia Palmbay of Palmlets, is going to repair my rotten window, Joan.
It was supposed to be repaired as part of an agreement our Tracy made with the Conservatives and our landlady, to continue producing downtown Torquay videos.
I find all that stuff about the Tories freeing Tracy Ireland from the town hall dungeons, when she was being held captive by the Liberal Democrats, rather hard to believe, Joan. Tracy loves to exaggerate and be the center of a drama.
I believe her, Terri. The Lib Dems silence anyone who mentions how they broke their election pledge in 2019 to license private landlords, and they have done nothing about all the local poverty that they said they would deal with.
I'm surprised the Conservatives freed Tracy to carry on making her videos, Joan. Council officers are portrayed as overpaid bureaucrats, hiding behind red tape, and doing nothing for the people of Torquay, and the Tories only care about businesses.
I think the Tories recognise that Tracy's campaign for social justice and decent housing in Torquay town centre is very vocal about the Liberal Democrats breaking an election promise. The Tories know this makes the Lib Dems look untrustworthy.
It's ages since I have seen so many slates, television aerials, dishes, and clouds from my window. I still wonder if I might wake up and discover it's all a dream.
No, Terri, you're not dreaming. Cordelia Palmbay of Palmlets sent a couple of young lads from one of her places up on Newton Road. They came on bikes armed with a spare pane of glass while you were down at Carter's this morning. They had learned glazing in prison. You must believe it, Terri.
I wish I could have been here, Joan, to witness the window repairs for myself. But you know me, nothing ever takes me away from my shopping morning at Carter's. Were those boys smoking? I smell burning plastic and Pussy's eyes are glazed over.
They both were, Terri.
I thought so. They were smoking spice, like they all do up here. Joan, please answer it.
Are you my tenant, whose window was repaired?
No, I'm her friend, Mrs. Joan Warren. I rent that little place of yours, under the clock, at the bottom of Abbey Road.
Are you subletting it by any chance? Tenants are moving in with each other to save money and renting out where they usually live. I take a cut when this happens. I do hope that you are not doing me out of any money.
My friend Terri lives here alone. She will come to this computer telephone if you need to speak with her.
Don't bother, I have already had my eyes offended by too many of the poor and destitute in Torquay for one day. Some great unwashed was wielding a kitchen knife earlier in Castle Circus. No doubt, the council will send them to meet a house shortly.
Thank you for calling Cordelia Palmbay. I will tell Mrs. Ocelot that you called.
Not so fast, woman. You must tell Mr. What's his name that his rent will be going up by £4 every week from today. Now I have given him the great privilege of having a window that is full of glass, and I have not made any direct charges for the work.
Your tenant is a lady, not a man, and my best friend.
Whatever, you lot all look the same to me.
Oh, it's you, Auntie Joan. It's Monjita. I am looking for Terri. Is she there with you?
I'm not talking to that blasted Judas Iscariot. And neither should you, Joan. She betrayed people in this community by joining the Yellow Order, spreading evil lies about you, and wanting us to sell our souls to liberal democracy. Put the phone down on the bitch.
Oh dear, Terry's having a hissy fit. I only wanted to point out the error of her ways. She should be grateful to me for that. Anyway, I must pass you over to our wonderful, brilliant, democratically elected Ward Councillor Mrs. Precious Love.
I feel so incredibly positive. Liberal democracy is doing amazing things in Torquay. I planted marigold seeds this week in a poor area. When they open their golden heads, the whole of Torquay shall jump for joy and praise liberal democracy.
I'll apply the mute button. I fear that Terri is about to explode.
Joan, what planet is she on? I bet she sneaks up here of a night to snort the crack cocaine on sale. She is utterly divorced from reality. If she had to live around here for a few days, she would be singing from a very different hymn sheet indeed.
You were touched by the power of liberal democracy today when your broken window was repaired. I shall come to Melville Street for a photograph opportunity next to the gleaming glass.
What a cheek. The Liberal Democrats had nothing to do with the repairs to my window. Put her off, Joan. I don't want her here. I might forget that I'm a lady. Honestly, she would steal the shroud from a corpse, if she could sell it for votes.
I am very sorry, Mrs. Precious Love, but you cannot come here. My dear friend Terri is totally riddled with fleas. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Terry's cat is riddled with fleas.
I imagine that some of you live like animals up there. I guess fleas go with the territory. Send me a picture of the window, while it's still in one piece. I will arrange for my media team to Photoshop me in. I can show just how much I care for the poor,